So here's the issue. Here's the bottom of a ski boot. And the bottom of the ski boot, this piece right here is the thing that slides on your binding. When you twist out of it, fall out of the front, you slide off of this. So as we walk from our cars and start chewing that up, we're going to create more and more friction. This one, only a couple days walking on it, and already it's starting to get messed up. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a thong to protect that. What we're going to start with is an old worn out tire. It's rubber, nice and relatively supple, and it's got a very strong sidewall, obviously, because it holds 100 pounds of pressure on your bike. So we got our tire here, thusly. And what I'm going to do is take about maybe, I'd say that's about 4 inches or so, maybe 4.5. And you're just going to snip it with the snips, cut across, and cut across. Oh, so you can see what I'm doing. Now most of this you could do with a knife, but the ends are, there's a metal bead in there, so that you need wire cutters, or I use tin snips for the whole thing. But there you go, and now you have, what the idea is, you want that on the base of the boot where that slide pad is for the boot. That's what you want, covering that part, because that's the part you don't want to wear out. Now, I need some holes here. I'm going to take the sidewall and I'm going to fold it and snip it and snip it. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Same thing on the other side. Snip and snip. And I've done that thick enough or wide enough that I can run that leather thong or shoelace right through those holes. And I'll show you that here in a moment. Okay, so now you have your rubber tire, a little section of tire. What you want to do is come from the inside out. I found that works better. Stick that, this is a leather shoelace that I'm using here. I'm sticking that through there. And then I'm going to stick it that way through there. And the reason going this way, inside out, works better is that when that tightens up, it tends to flatten it when I tighten that up, which you'll see me do here in a minute. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come from the inside on this one here, inside, pull that through, theoretically, pull that through. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to get it kind of even, pull as much through as possible. Okay, I'm going to go through one more time. It's going to go actually from this one from the outside in. Of course, you could use a shoelace probably, but I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know how long the leather is going to last either, but we'll see. I've only used it one day so far, so worked out nicely though. And there you go. Slide that through. Okay, so now the leather's on the outside, so obviously, although that's going to be lifted up a little bit, it won't have a lot of pressure on it. It will be hitting the ground. So, like I said, it might wear out. I don't know how long it's going to last. But given that it cost, the whole expense of this is next to nothing, I will, well, cost you the leather shoelace. Obviously cost something, but I took those off an old pair of shoes, so it didn't cost me anything. All right, there you go. So what you want to do is leave a little lip like that. Okay. Here's my thong that I created. I don't know if I should call it a thong or not. And all you're going to do is slide that leather bit over the toe. See that? And now you see how that naturally, if you do the right length there, which is not much, it's going to cover that nasty part. And what we want to do is put the boot down, thusly, come around the back here. And what you're going to see me do is just right in the back of the boot, I'm just going to tie that, put a bow so it's easy to take off when I get to the lift line. Boom. Ta-da. And now, see that? It's on the bottom of my boot. I did it today. I found I had pretty good traction. I'm not saying it's the best thing. You're a little tilted, and you're still going to chew this part up, but that doesn't really slide. Usually come out of the heel that way, so there you go. That's on the bottom of the boot. Walk, walk, walk. It stayed on the boot, nice with that leather piece on there. So perfect. So we'll see how long it lasts, but didn't cost anything. And the good thing is really this whole unit goes into your pocket. It's tiny. You can just put it in your pocket. Where if you buy the ones that clip on here and go all the way back here, you definitely have better traction with those because they're designed for traction. But now you got this big thing you got to carry around with you all day. This is a little tiny thing that fits right in your pocket. Anyways, hope it helps people. See ya.